Hey guys, welcome to 2 a.m. Pipe on the Patio. Today, I'm smoking this beautiful Savinelli 320 Oceano. Just a beautiful pipe. And in it, I have Gawith and Hoggarth's Brown Irish Twist. Trying to get this going here. Been a while since I've smoked some brown Irish Twist, especially all by itself. I usually mix it with, or lately I've been mixing it with black Irish Twist and with brown flake aromatic, which is just wonderful. But brown Irish Twist by itself was just such a good smoke. Definitely not for the faint of heart, but sometimes it can be a little tough to get started, not like black Irish Twist is, but I want to try and get this bowl evened out here. I had one side of the bowl was lit and the other wasn't, so I wanted to get it all lit up even. Brown Irish Twist is it's a strong tobacco with just a rich, full, wonderful flavor. It's all natural flavors. There's no added aromatic flavors or anything like that to it. This is just all natural tobacco flavor. And it will kick your butt if you're not used to smoking strong tobaccos. This was the first really strong tobacco that I ever tried. Well, it was brown bogey, which is basically the same stuff but just a thinner rope. which was sent to me, gosh, 3-4 years ago now, by Stephen. From England, Cobbett of the Shire, sent me several tobaccos that I had never ever tried. Some really good, strong tobaccos. Changed my life completely when I tried these tobaccos. I had been pretty much an aromatic smoker my whole life, and he sent me a nice little rope of Gawith and Hoggarth brown bogey, some dark flake, or not dark flake, but some dark plug, as well as a rope, a thick rope that was made by man, I cannot think of his name, Clint, up in Alaska. Clint Clendon, I think his last name was, up in Alaska. And those just absolutely changed my life. Once I tried those, it was like I had to have more of that and find more of these kinds of tobaccos, because they were so, not only were they so good and full of flavor and taste, natural flavor and taste, not, added flavors and tastes, but the tobacco was just so good, such a high quality of tobacco. And now Gawith and Hoggarth is pretty much my main tobacco. I do smoke others. I smoke, a lot of Mylon tobaccos, because they also are very high quality tobaccos. But Samuel Gawith and Hoggarth are really high quality tobaccos, and they have maintained their qualities for hundreds of years. They continue to make them the same way they've always made them. They still abide by the purity laws that England had for centuries, until the 1980s, when they allowed tobacco manufacturers to start adding preservatives and stuff. Gawith and Hoggarth does not do that still. They still, to my knowledge, they are still making their stuff according to the purity laws. They only use, natural flavorings. When they add their aromatics, they're just natural flavorings that you would find in food. You don't find those syrupy kind of flavorings that you get in American tobaccos. Which Americans call flowery. You'll hear people say, "Oh, has a very flowery, floral florals, lots of florals in it or stuff." That's because the English use a lot of natural flavorings, and some of it comes from, like geranium and rose and geraniums and my favorite is there's a bean, and I can't think of the bean now. But it's all natural stuff, and the only preservatives they use, as far as I know, is vinegar. And if they use that, I know some of the English tobacco makers use vinegar as a preservative, which is why the inside of their tins will sometimes rust. And they will have a slip of paper in there. I can't think of the tobacco now. I remember the first time I got it. It's a big tobacco, British tobacco, and sometimes called a condor substitute. I can't think of the name of it now. It comes in a flake. I have some, and I can't think of the name of it. But when you open it up, it'll have a little slip of paper in there that says we still make our tobaccos according to the purity laws, which means we don't use any preservatives except vinegar, which sometimes you'll notice that the inside of the tin may have some rust along the edges of it. That's from the vinegar, which corrodes metal, you know. Gosh, I wish it's right on the tip of my tongue too. But and that's what I love about the English tobaccos, is they're natural tobaccos. They don't have the chemicals. Which, you know, I think the chemicals are what causes most of the cancers in tobaccos, and not that pipe smoking causes a lot of cancers, but when you think of cancers, you think of cigarettes, and all the chemicals that are in cigarettes are what causes all the cancers. The more natural the tobacco, the less the non-existence of chemicals in the British tobaccos. Just, it's all the better as far as I'm concerned. So I pretty much, I'd say probably 85% of the tobaccos I smoke are Gawith and Hoggarth tobaccos. The neighbors are mowing their lawn and trimming their bushes back and stuff, so that's what the noise is. Sorry about that. For just pure flavor, natural tobacco flavor, Brown Irish Twist is just the tops for me. And Black Irish Twist as well. Black Irish Twist has that. Black Irish Twist is just brown Irish Twist that has olive oil added to it and then is cooked. And cooked and pressed so that it cooks out some of the nicotine, so it's not as strong as the brown Irish Twist. But that oil, when it cooks, when they heat it up that oil cooks into the tobacco, and it just gives it such an amazing taste, which I can only describe as charred steak. It tastes like a really perfectly cooked charred steak, the Black Irish twist, which I just love. And but the brown Irish twist just has its own flavor, and it is just a wonderful. I just can't get enough of brown Irish twist. I really can't. I have pounds of it in my cellar. That and Black Irish twist, I have pounds of, multiple pounds. And I'll just take out, you know, a strand of it, cut it up, put it into a smaller jar for use. And then I keep the larger jars down in the basement. In my cellar, I have a cedar chest that I keep my jarred tobaccos, my big jars of tobacco in that cedar chest. And that's got my you know, big cellared tobaccos in it, which are almost all Gawith and Hoggarth and Mylon tobaccos. Now, I have some other stuff in there, but the vast majority is Gawith and Hoggarth and Gawith. But mostly Gawith and Hoggarth because I can get that in bulk. So that's all I'm going to talk about today, and I hope y'all have a good one. God bless.